So I have a gentleman that's out in New York City that reached out to me back in June, end of June, right after I stopped working for Liberty, which my last day working for Liberty was June 9th. That's when I took it to the third mechanic to get proof that they put me in a cab that was not safe, that had a fake inspection sticker on it as well. The way I could say that it was a fake inspection sticker is because they gave me the cab May 19th and it said it was just past inspection in April. Now, I've called the Black Car Fund like shortly after I stopped working there. They had the same exact hold music that I snuffed away from them on June 21st, which is pinned to the top of my Facebook page. And I believe it's also on my YouTube channel somewhere in there. I don't know if the hold music is that I snuffed away, but the last time Liberty had that hold music was when I posted it on Facebook June 21st and have it pinned to the top of my page. And when I called this Black Car Fund, which is supposed to be for drivers, benefits for working for Liberty, they had that same hold music. And they basically weren't talking professional. They basically were like, there ain't shit we could do for you. Sorry, buddy. So I get a random phone call a couple weeks ago, and my caller ID says that it's from Dual Security, and they tell me to call the Black Car Fund. I go call the Black Car Fund. I go, the last time I called the Black Car Fund, it didn't go so good. I'm like, here, why don't you stay on three-way with me while I call the Black Car Fund, and you'll see for yourself. So I three-wayed the Black Car Fund. I thought this person stayed on three-way the whole time, but they hung up. But the Black Car Fund had completely different hold music. They had this ridiculous jazz music that was just ridiculous sounding. It was obnoxious, and I had it saved on my iPhone that I was given by someone that impersonated AT&T. Basically, I was on the phone with AT&T, and I thought I called them, and maybe they called me back or something, but it wasn't AT&T. They said, oh, for $40, you'll get an iPhone SE. And I paid $40, and sure enough, I get an iPhone in the mail. But I found out that iPhone wasn't under my name. It was under the name Roger Thomas. Now, why would I get an iPhone under the name Roger Thomas? So I make a fraud complaint against AT&T. They tell me that there's no fraudulent activity found, yet I brought them an iPhone with the name Roger Thomas. The manager, Kiki, on Transit Road in Depew, who decided to hide from me in the office when I was told to come back to speak with her. She looked at my other Galaxy S22 Ultra when it asked me for an MCK code to unlock the network. She said the only other time she's seen that is when it was on someone's device that was compromised, hacked, basically, which my phone was hacked. And so I was told to come back and talk to her. Now, AT&T denies finding any fraudulent activity at all. Yet, I brought them a phone that was sold to me through them, supposedly, and they denied selling me that phone, ran my bill up to $1,600, and basically, she avoided me when I came back there to talk to her. I knew she was in the back room, and the guy that sold me the phone that lied to me and didn't say shit about a 36-month contract, didn't say a damn thing. He says, if you trade in your Galaxy S21 and pay $108 sales tax, the Galaxy S22 Ultra is yours. He didn't say shit about there being a 36-month contract. And what bothers me is when I make a fraudulent complaint and I have proof that there's fraudulent activity, my name ain't Roger Thomas, they deny that there's any fraudulent activity on my phone. Well, everybody's going to find out everything soon, because the stuff that's posted on my Facebook, I'm glad whoever posted that on Liberty's reviews God bless you. I hope they didn't experience the shit that I've went through with them putting my airplane down, them stalking me, threatening me, terrorizing me across the country, having me threatened in fucking Florida by a guy that had a Florida plate that matched my cab that they garnished me 15,000. They garnished a total of $20,000 and then shorted me anywhere from 50 to 100,000, if not more. But my cab that they garnished me $15,000, they took 100% of my wages for 8 straight months. 8 straight months took 100% of my income. So I was forced to go on unemployment while working 7 days a week. Now, that's the year that they refused to give me my 1099. And then I went to the main office, and Debbie, wonderful Debbie, who so nicely hung up on me when I called when I came back from Florida, because she didn't think that, this crazy bastard, we damn near killed him, we made attempts on his life, put his airplane down. He ain't gonna call us. No, I called, and I was in the system as an employee, and I said, Debbie, I call and it says I'm still in the system as an employee, but I don't have a cab. She goes, what do you want me to do about it? Click. Like, I was recognized as one of their top drivers. That's how they're going to talk to one of their top drivers. And I noticed all the good people that worked there no longer work there. Like, for instance, the mechanic, Darren. I hope Darren is okay, because I have not seen Darren in years, I'd say. I stopped working June 9th, 2022. Darren stopped being a mechanic there probably at the beginning of 2022. Haven't seen him at all. And he fought in like Desert Storm and shit, and he was a good guy. And then I was one of the top employees. There's also another hard-working, dedicated worker. Her name was Stephanie. I don't want to put too much out there, but I heard she no longer works there. Paula, who was a dispatcher in the Philippines, I thought they were doing something with the money out in the Philippines, but I found out they were doing it right in the driver's names. Right? Like, I kept getting Experian notifications saying my credit scores, like they're using the drivers to maneuver money and shit like that. And it's mind-blowing. And I tried to tell everybody in the beginning I'd be the one to bring it down, and hopefully the outcome comes out the way it should, because they made threats to do things to me and then made attempts on me on June 2nd, telling me to go to 825 Furman Boulevard on June 2nd at 5 p.m. for a Jimmy Allen event that was canceled weeks prior to that date. So I grinded my teeth so hard, I actually broke my wisdom tooth in half. And I'll post an image in this video before I put it on YouTube. I grinded my teeth so hard, I was so nervous, I broke my wisdom tooth clean in half. And I took a picture of that message and sent it to my kid's mother right before I pulled in. And sure as shit, 3 SUVs pulled out as I was pulling in. And they all had limo tints. 2 of them were a lime green Jeep, I believe. Lime green is like their color. I don't know why, but their business cards were black and lime green. The other one was a white. It looked like a Ford Explorer or something like that. I don't know. It was a bigger SUV. I saw the driver of the white SUV. It was a woman, but they would use women to stalk me and stuff like that, thinking I wouldn't catch on to it or something. I don't know. But I wonder if I hadn't taken that picture of that message that day, June 2nd, of a Jimmy Allen event that didn't exist, I wonder what would have happened. This crazy shit. My phone finally narrowed down that it had malware and that it was in the system apps. And the system apps are uninstallable because of the permissions that are granted and within the system apps. So it's like I had to go in here and block a bunch of system apps. I don't know, this live messages, the heart, I don't know. But anything with these little Android widget looking things, I would imagine is no good. And that is like computer symbols and SKMS agent service, Samsung Dex system UI. I mean, that could be a legitimate one, but actually I'm gonna take that one off. But multi-connectivity, absolutely not. Look at this Samsung game driver, Samsung USB service mode. So what they did is they did originally, like I said, breach me through Microsoft. They did it again where they renewed it and they made it so that, look at this, it says I have Verizon Wireless. And whenever I get a spam text message and I forward it to 7726, which, just so everybody knows, I hope everyone made it this far in the video, if you get spam text messages, you don't click on any links, obviously, but you grab the message somewhere where there isn't a link and you forward it to the number 7726, which spells out spam. But before you grab that message and forward it, I always go up to the phone number and hit info and copy the phone number, because right after you forward the message to 7726, it's going to say thank you for, reporting a spam. Please send us the phone number of where it came from. And then that's when you copy and paste, or you just paste it from, copying it prior to forwarding the text message. But it's like I have no idea what. Yeah, it says 3-button navigation bar. I still have my 3-button navigation bar, so that's clearly bullshit. But my phone probably isn't running the way it should. For the second time ever, when they knew I was about to ship it to Samsung, which I'm about to do with this one, they did a remote factory reset. And yes, I said that correctly. They remotely did a hard factory reset on my phone and made my phone as if it was brand new. But they put a custom operating system on my phone. And they had full control over my phone. And look at this, Google Assistant's in there twice. Like, why the hell is that in there twice? IMS logger, IMS setting. I don't know what the hell that is, but I just put them all on block. Nearby device scanning, absolutely not. Phone messaging, one of them in here says like, it will say like text on other devices or something like that. See, there goes that Samsung Dex again. But I'm good with that. But yeah, I just wanted to show everybody. That's how they hack your phone. And they've been getting me again recently because I honestly, for the longest time, didn't have a foreign phone number under, it's gone now probably, I already erased it. You should only have one Facebook, and it should only say Facebook. If you go, here, I'll do it from scratch. If you're at your home page and you go to this, your settings, you scroll down to accounts and backup, managed accounts. Now what got me nervous is this I can't remove now. Like, that's usually, see, remove this, changes and not allowed by your admin. Like, I'm not the admin of my own phone. So I might have to go into, like, I wonder if this one could be removed. Shit. See, I didn't want that one removed. So I basically know to keep Knox and to get rid of the other ones. I guess I could get rid of them. So I thought these ones narrowed down where my shit was being, where the malware was, and it was in my system admin apps. And you should never have a Facebook under managed accounts. There should never be a Facebook symbol with a foreign phone number. If there is, delete it and remove it, just like I did. I can't remove this one because then I'll be locked out. But if you have only one and it's got a foreign phone number, you could delete it, and your Facebook, you will not be locked out. You'll still have your Facebook. That I promise.